Hi guys, and we are live back with Sasha. We're doing a little bit of knife defense, and I want to talk about the difference between muscle memory, memorized movements, techniques, self-defense training. We see that is like, come at me with a knife like this, and it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and this guy doesn't move, which is completely unrealistic. And the third one is what I teach, basically understanding the concepts, right? If we're looking at knife defense and go to the throat, let's say, and it's here, understanding how to trap and why you should trap in close quarter range. So what's the difference? You look at muscle memory. You know, muscle memory would be Sasha shadow back boxing, hitting the bag, doing exercises like band exercises where you're wiring the movements in your body. You're integrating them in the core of like your functional training, right? You might be able to use some muscle memory with maybe when you're like grappling, you're doing Jiu-Jitsu, certain moves. But the idea of you being able to do what they call, so that's muscle memory, right? Then you have the repetitive self-defense movements, techniques, ABC 1, 2, 3, which require my partner to react exactly the same way every single time. So it'd be like me, put the knife here, me playing out the scenario and going 1, 2, 3, 4, and him not reacting at all and going through every movement. Now, think of every possible scenario that you might be attacked in and tell yourself, is it possible that my 5 or 6 sequence is gonna work through every scenario and every attacker? It's completely unrealistic. So when I look at systems teach that, when I look at any system that teaches more than 2 movements, because here's the reality, I will have an edge on my attacker if I go preemptive. So yeah, if he puts the knife here and I'm doing this and I'm talking and I'm trying to diffuse, boom. But once he's here, Sasha, what would you do next? He's gonna try to pull away and he just switched his hands, right? The fight completely changes. The idea that I'm gonna be able to drive through 6 movements or techniques is not realistic. Not only that, you're gonna short circuit and it's gonna catch you off guard. And then if you don't train realistic action, reaction, every single movement and be able to train for that unpredictability, you're never gonna develop the proper skills. And the third one is what I teach, is understanding the concept. So meaning, when we pressure test knife defense in close quarter range, whether we're in an elevator, a staircase, a car, the concept is what in close quarter? You need to trap the knife. I'm not gonna have to say, okay, if you're in a car, you have to use ABC. If you're outside, ABC. If you're in an elevator, the concept is the same. If you're in close quarter range, you need to trap the knife. If you're outside here, right, this is where maybe I could start like, boom, I could parry and try to keep him back, right? Because again, through pressure testing, you figure out what works and doesn't work depending on what range, but then you understand the concepts, and then once you understand the concept, you could apply in every scenario without me having to teach you or go through every possible scenario you might get attacked in. So it's one is your learning, so one is the muscle memory. Yeah, so the muscle memory when it comes to knife defense, you could learn like how to parry, how to be here, and like this is like here it's realistic, right? I'm literally learning how to parry the knife, right? And I'm using real timing and real speed versus that ABC technique that most systems teach. So a simple drill that I have, I kind of call it the chest drill, where come over here, just like let's say we start from here. So I'd be like, Sasha, put the knife here. So Sasha, you could do one move. What would be your first move? So you could go, and boom. He went for a knee. What would be my move from here? So he's got a knife. He went for a knee. I would probably go for a palm strike and trap. What would be your next move? Oh, he tried to slip down. No, he dropped the knife. He dropped the knife. Put the knife back on the floor. What would be my next move from here? Most probably, boom, kick the knife out and move, right? So in this drill, you're learning action, reaction. You're learning how to And again, this is just the basic, the first level of the drill. There's many to them, but at least I'm learning how to fight from every possible scenario, angle, environment. Again, when we do this drill, sometimes we fall, sometimes I got my arm like this. It doesn't matter, because the reality of it, anything could happen when you're, you could do all the training and all the techniques, but it doesn't mean that your attacker will react in that way and everything is going to play out exactly how you train. So train with understanding concepts, train with the live drills. If you can't learn how to fight unless you fight. So at some point in anything you do, you're going to have to put on the gloves and do some minimal contact. But if you're scared, start with drills. Start with drills like we did, right? Start with drills with helmets where you're going light, right? Have somebody just attack you with a knife and work your parrying, and then you build up. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm working on a brand new knife defense. We're going to be releasing that very shortly. If you guys have any comments, any questions, leave them in the box. Stay safe, guys.